Have you ever failed so many times that you started to believe success just wasn't meant for you? Maybe you launched a business and it collapsed. Maybe you tried again and failed again. Maybe you're on your third, fourth, or fifth attempt and people are telling you to just give up and get a real job. Here's what I want you to know. Failure is not the opposite of success. It's the price of admission. This is the story of a man who failed 11 times, lost everything, declared bankruptcy, was homeless, became a laughingstock in his town, and then built a $10 million company. His name was Victor, and if you've ever felt like giving up, this story will change your life. Stay with me until the end. Because the secret to his success wasn't talent, connections, or luck. It was something much simpler and much harder. In a mid-sized industrial city where factories lined the riverbanks and dreams were considered luxuries, there lived a 28-year-old man named Victor Chen. Victor wasn't born poor. His father owned a small printing shop. Nothing fancy, but stable. The family ate well. Victor went to college. Life was ordinary. But Victor didn't want ordinary. He wanted to build something, to create, to prove that he was capable of more. At 22, fresh out of college, Victor used his savings to open a mobile phone accessory store. This was 2008. Smartphones were just becoming popular. He thought he'd caught a wave. He hadn't. Mr. Joe handed him. "Why did all your businesses fail so quickly?" Mr. Joe asked. "I ran out of money. Lost motivation. Customers didn't come fast enough." "Exactly. Because you expected success in 6 months. Let me tell you a secret that will save your life. Any business worth building takes 18 months minimum to show real traction." He wrote large numbers on the board. Months 1 to 6, learning and suffering. Months 7 to 12, small progress, still struggling. Months 13 to 18, breakthrough begins. Months 19 and beyond, growth accelerates. Law 2, commit to 18 months, not 6 months. Not until you run out of money, not until you get discouraged. 18 months of showing up every single day, even when it looks like nothing is working. Can you do that? Victor felt the weight of that question. 18 months? He had never stuck with anything for 18 months. "I can," he said quietly. "Your 7th business was digital marketing. Do you know why it failed?" "I lost clients." "No. You tried to offer everything. Social media, SEO, content creation, web design, email marketing. You were a full-service agency, which means you were mediocre at everything and excellent at nothing." Mr. Joe drew a single arrow. Law 3. Do one thing better than everyone else. Not 10 things, okay? One thing extraordinarily well. Become so good at one specific service that people can't ignore you. Mr. Joe closed his notebook. "Victor, I'm going to give you 3 months of free mentorship. Every Saturday morning at 6 a.m., you come here. I will teach you how to research, plan, and build a foundation. Then you will choose one service in one industry and become the absolute best at it. And then you will commit to 18 months no matter what happens." He leaned forward. "But if you quit before 18 months, don't ever contact me again because I don't waste time on people who waste their own potential. Deal?" Victor extended his hand. "Deal." For the next 3 months, Victor's life changed completely. Every Saturday at 6 a.m., Victor met Mr. Joe. They studied market research, analyzed successful businesses, dissected Victor's previous failures to extract lessons. Victor chose his focus: LinkedIn lead generation for business-to-business tech companies. One service, one industry, nothing else. He spent 3 months learning everything. LinkedIn algorithms, business-to-business sales cycles, tech company pain points, competitor strategies. He didn't start the business yet. He just learned. His father thought he was wasting time. Another 3 months of no income. But Victor remembered. Foundation before building. In month 4, Victor launched Tech Lead Connect, LinkedIn lead generation exclusively for business-to-business tech companies. No website, no office, no employees, just Victor, a laptop, and a specific promise. "I will generate 20 qualified business-to-business leads per month or you don't pay." His first client, a small software company, $500 a month. His mother cried. Finally, some income. But Victor knew this was just the beginning. 18 months he had committed. Month 5, 1 client, $500 a month, barely enough for food. Month 6, 2 clients, $1,000 a month. Month 7, lost 1 client, back to $500. Victor's father confronted him. 8 months? You're making $500 a month. This is the same pattern. You need to stop. Victor felt the old doubt creeping in. Maybe his father was right. Maybe this was just failure number 8. But he remembered Mr. Joe's words. Month 1 to 6, learning and suffering. He was on track. This was supposed to be hard. Month 9, 3 clients, $1,500 a month. Month 10, 5 clients, $2,500 a month. Month 11, 7 clients, $3,500 a month. It still wasn't enough to move out or pay back debts. But something was different. The clients were staying. They were getting results. Word was spreading. Month 13, a mid-sized tech company hired him for $3,000 a month. Victor nearly cried when the contract was signed. Month 14, that company referred 2 others. Suddenly, $8,000 a month. Month 15, $12,000 a month. Victor hired his first employee. Exactly 18 months after launching, Victor landed his biggest client yet, a venture-backed tech startup that paid $10,000 a month for lead generation. At the conference, a young entrepreneur approached Victor during the break. "Mr. Chen, I've failed twice. Should I try again?" Victor smiled. "How badly do you want it?" "I want it more than anything then." "Yes, but let me tell you what no one else will. Failure is not a detour. It's the road. People think successful entrepreneurs are the ones who never failed. The truth, we're the ones who failed the most but didn't quit." He continued, "I failed 7 times before I met my mentor, but those 7 failures taught me 7 expensive lessons. When I started business number 8, I didn't make the same 7 mistakes. I made new ones, but I learned from those 2. If you're going to try again, remember 3 things. First, study before you start. Passion without preparation is just expensive hope. Spend 3 months learning your market, your customers, your competition. Build the foundation. Second, commit to 18 months. Not until you feel like quitting. Not until money runs low. 18 full months of daily work. Most businesses don't fail. Most people quit during the suffering period before success arrives. Third, master one thing. Don't be mediocre at everything. Be extraordinary at one specific thing. Become so good they can't ignore you. And here's what I learned from 11 failures. No, 12. Because my 8th attempt was technically my 12th, including childhood lemonade stands. The audience laughed. Failure is only permanent if you stop. Every successful business is built on a graveyard of failed attempts. The difference between success and failure isn't talent. It's not luck. It's not even hard work. He paused for impact. It's simply this. Showing up one more time, then you fell down. Victor visited Mr. Joe's office one last time before the old man retired. "Thank you," Victor said simply. "You saved my life." Mr. Joe shook his head. "No, Victor, I just taught you what you already had inside, the ability to keep going. You saved yourself. I just showed you the path, my friend. If you're watching this video, maybe you failed. Maybe you failed multiple times. Maybe people told you to give up. Let Victor's story be your permission to try again, but this time do it differently. Study for 3 months before starting. Commit to 18 months no matter what. Master one specific thing extraordinarily well. I can't promise you'll build a 10 million business, but I can promise this. If you apply these 3 laws, you'll get farther than you ever have before. And maybe, just maybe, attempt number 8 or 9 or 10 will be the one that changes everything. If this story gave you the courage to try one more time, hit that like button right now as your commitment. Not to me, to yourself? Drop a comment. I'm on attempt number X. Let's see how many people in this community are still fighting. We're all in this together. Share this video with someone who's about to give up. Maybe it's the message that keeps them going one more day. And subscribe to this channel, because every week I bring you stories of people who failed, persisted, and won. You're not alone in this fight. Remember Victor's journey. 7 failures. Bankruptcy, homelessness, humiliation, and then 10 million. The only difference between his 7th failure and his 8th success wasn't luck. It was 3 laws and 18 months of refusing to quit. Your breakthrough isn't as far away as you think. It's just one more attempt away.